you very much for choosing Kuraitu TV. And as you all know, Kuraitu TV is always here for you to make sure we bring closer your leaders to you. And on this episode, we're joined by Reuben Ogolla, who is an aspiring MCA of Roysambu Ward. Let's get to learn more about him. How are you, Reuben?
I'm doing great, and you?
I'm great.
Yes.
So, as a youth and taking this challenge to vie as an MCA, how is it politically?
For me, politically, it's not a very easy thing. It's a new space for me. It's not a walk in the park, but it's a beautiful and wonderful experience. Politically, the youth in the space of politics, the youth have not had a voice and space in the political scene for a very long time. It's not an easy thing, but I'm happy with the shift that is currently happening. We have more youths getting into politics, and yeah, it's not easy financially. It's not easy because we are used to the older guys, the older generation. We're used to them, and as a youth, as a young man, you come into the ground, unambia watu I'm vying, can be tough sometimes.
Reuben, for someone who is meeting you for the first time, who are you?
My national names, legal names, are Reuben Ogolla, and but many people know me as Mwafrika. Hiyo ndio jina yangu ya mtaani in the street, yeah. But Reuben Ogolla, I live in Roysambu. I reside in Roysambu for the last 13 to 15 years now, and besides politics, I'm in the entertainment industry. I run an entertainment company. We do services we hire sound, we hire out sound, and entertainment services, DJ services, live band services. Basically, I'm a musician. Yes, and so many other things, into production, music production as well, for the longest time, since a teenager till now. Yes.
So, what are your hobbies? What do you like doing?
My hobbies, I play musical instruments a lot, and I like listening to music, and I travel a lot for fun. Yes, I love I really believe in the Tembea Kenya slogan. Yes.
So, Mwafrika, what was the motivation behind joining politics?
My motivation for joining politics, for me it's very basic. It's like the baton handed over. In Africa, politics is not it's not something that you join, and it's not something that very many people wish for. It's not a seat, it's not a position to be in, because there's so much criticism that comes along with it in the society. It's a tough job. Campaigning, convincing people, the whole package that comes with politics, sometimes it can be very risky. There's so many things involved in it. So it's not a space that anyone wishes to be in. But for me, as an African child, my inspiration is as an African child growing up in Kenya and in Africa, and experiencing firsthand the problems that we have in our society, in our community as Kenyans. I always had faith for change and better governance, but it gets to a point you lose the faith. So right now, I decided to be the hope for myself and my people. And saying that, also talking about the baton handed over, it's not something that I really wish for, but leadership is something that you don't choose. It chooses you. That's what I believe. Our forefathers have left it where it is now. So it's up to us as youth, young leaders, to get it, pick the baton and continue, because this country has to move forward, and we need leaders. Our politics is not about criticizing what the elderly have done. Our politics is about appreciating them and continuing from where they've left. Criticism will not help, but we have to continue. The country has to continue. We are the ones to create the blueprint of the future.
Even as an aspirant with a Kanu party,
yes.
How ready are you for nominations and elections come August?
Oh yeah. Nominations, we are very ready, because the people of Roysambu love me. They love me terribly, and we thank God. So we've been registering our people. as voters and also as members of the party. I've been registering, which is one of the requirements in KANU, that you must register. There's usually a threshold which is like 1,500 minimum people, so that come nomination, you don't really, like, you have people to vote for you, have your own people to vote for you for the nominations. But at the moment, I have not heard of any other aspirant who's vying with KANU in Roysambu. So I'm very ready for nominations. Also, speaking about elections, general elections, yes, we've the past few months we've had the mass voter registration in Roysambu, and it was in the whole country, but in Roysambu we've been mobilizing, especially the young people, to vote, and also the new residents of Roysambu. We were getting people to change their votes to Roysambu, and we're getting ready. We're in the ground, na tunaongea na watu.
Reuben, we all know for you to win these elections and for your nominations and even the general election to be successful,
yes,
people have to register as voters.
Yes.
And we've seen the recent past, IBC is not getting individuals registering as voters. As an individual, how are you making it possible for people to register as voters?
As an individual, I make it possible for people to register by like talking to them and really persuading them and convincing them, basically explaining to them why they should get involved, and you know, just making them understand that it's their right to vote, and they should come and exercise their, you know, their constitutional right of voting. But the main problem, I would take it to the politicians that we've had in the longest time in Kenya, and the kind of politics we've been playing. The politicians, the existing politicians have been playing, which is politics of, you know, it's not politics of hope. It's basically politics of, you see, if we criticize each other too much, fight each other too much, and abusive politics. As young people, we've been watching, and when IBC was rolling out the mass voter registration, their main target was mainly the young people. And if you go and have conversation with a majority of young people, they'll tell you, mimi siwezi vote. There's a reason to that. It's because they are really discouraged. They know, what's the point anyway? Because it's something, the youth are really tired. This generation, we are focused youth. We are people who want to work. We are people who want to innovate. We are people who want to create. We are people who want to move forward. Socially, politically, financially, economically. We want the change, and we want it eagerly. So the politics that has been played is politics of negativity. Something is not happening, and it's not happening for this and this reason, and it's just it can be violent sometimes, it can be abusive, and you know, right now what we are saying is the politics we need is the politics of hope, of saying and doing. The politics of, it's not, we no longer need abusive politics, and we no longer need violent politics. We no longer need corrupt leadership, and that's the message that we pass to the voters, to get them to actually, we give them the hope to get to register as voters, and that way we can move forward. It's not been easy, but we are hoping that with the second mass voter registration, at least the numbers gone up a bit.
Aspiring MCA of Roysambu Ward, how well do you know Roysambu? What are the demarcations of Roysambu?
Roysambu is a ward. It's within Nairobi. It's within the 85 wards of Nairobi, in Roysambu constituency. So in Roysambu constituency, we have 5 wards, and Roysambu Ward is one of them. So if you're on Muthaiga, Roysambu runs from Muthaiga all the way, when you're on Thika Road, all the way to where past TRM, you have Lumumba Drive, and then where Zimmerman starts, we are neighboring with Zimmerman. And then on the other side of bypass, the Kiambu Junction bypass, it runs from there all the way to Maroroi area to neighboring Zimmerman again on the other side. So in Roysambu we have Garden Estate, we have Tome, we have Ridgeways, we have TRM Drive, we have Lumumba Drive, we have Mirema Drive, we have Maroroi area, Mukuyuni area, Njadaini, Juakali. All those areas are within Roysambu Ward. So Roysambu is an area which is has blessed people and not yet blessed people. Okay, we're all blessed, but like we have like the upper class and the middle class and the low class in equal measures. So we have our ghettos, which is Maroroi, Njadaini, Mukuyuni, and we have our the other sides, which is Mutega North, Garden Estate area, Tome area, Ridgeways. That is all Roysambu, yes.
Roysambu Ward is a large ward. Who are your key supporters? Who are helping you in your campaigns?
Oh yeah. Following the statistics that basically I've studied in the patterns of votership in Roysambu in the past two elections for 2017 and 2013, I learned that in Roysambu there are specific areas that vote so much than the other areas. Mainly the areas like Maroroi, Roysambu is a very critical. It's judging Roysambu like votership. It's very hard because you have areas like TRM Drive, Lumumba Drive, and Miraman Drive, which are very populated, but like there are areas that people don't live there for a very long time. It's a population because we have various universities along Thika Road, and Roysambu is a very good area for students. We have USIU in Roysambu, and also near Roysambu we have KCA University, and ahead we have KU University. So you find that a student would live there for 4 years, and then after the 4 years, they either live 1 or 2 before they get a job, or they actually just move out of Roysambu. Finding people who've lived there for a very long time in those areas